Hello, friends. Welcome back to another Bible time. You'll notice that I have something on my forehead today. What do I have? Have you ever gotten a mark like this on your forehead before? What do you think I used to make this cross on my forehead? Is there a day during the year that you have gotten this on your forehead? Do you remember? Yeah, so a lot of you know what this cross is from, or at least you remember doing it once. But why do we do this? Well, today, friends, I'm here to talk to you about Ash Wednesday and the beginning of Lent. You see, this Wednesday, February 17th, 2021, is Ash Wednesday. And it's the day in the church calendar, and it moves around from year to year. It's not always February 17th, but it's the day that we remember our own mortality, that we are going to die. And a pastor or an elder or a deacon marks our heads with the sign of a cross in ashes. And traditionally, those ashes are supposed to be from the palm branches from last year's Palm Sunday, but I don't really know that very many churches do it that way anymore. And we mark our heads with the sign of the cross, and a pastor will say, "From dust you came, and to dust you will return," or, "But you were dust, and to dust you will return." Basically saying, God made you out of the dust of the earth, and you're gonna die. Now, for some people, that's kind of a wild thing to do in a church service, and pretty depressing, don't you think? I mean, talking about death so much as the focus of a whole church service. But here's the thing. Lent is the period of 40-ish days, not counting Sundays, leading up to Easter. And the word Lent comes from a word that means length. And it's this length of time where we actually really intentionally focus on humility. This idea that we are not the most important thing in the world, and that we are actually pretty sinful. It is a season of time, a period of time where we turn away from our sin and we look to Jesus, because we recognize that we actually can't rescue ourselves. No matter how much we take care of our bodies, no matter how many vitamins we take or how much medicine we take, our bodies are going to give up and we're going to die. And that's a true fact. And that's not the end of the story, because Jesus gave his life on the cross and he died, but he defeated death and he came back to life, and he promises that one day he is going to make things right, and there will be no more death. There will be no more disease. There will be no more weeping. And God will raise up believers who have died and give them new bodies that will never die. That is our hope in Jesus Christ. We have lots of hope in Jesus now because Jesus is capable of doing all sorts of things in our world now, miracles and healings of our hearts, and revealing to us what we can do to help others. But we can't rescue ourselves. Who rescues us? Jesus rescues us. And so on this Ash Wednesday, in this beginning of Lent, we remind ourselves that we are not our hope. Jesus is our hope. And so we look to Jesus. We turn away from our sin and we look to Jesus. Friends, I love you so much. And I pray that as we go on this Lenten journey, even though I won't be with you for most of it, I pray that you will really embrace this call to turn to Jesus and see what he is doing. In the description below, I'm going to link to a really awesome Lenten devotional guide from the Jesus Storybook Bible. And I know a lot of people have that storybook Bible. If you don't have it, there are extra copies at the church, but you can also order it on Amazon or wherever you like to get your books. And this Lenten devotional is just a fantastic companion to that storybook Bible. You can also read passages just out of any translation of the Bible. But friends, join me in this journey as we move towards the cross. I'll see you next week.